pump my heart full of this dye to check to see the heart function and to see what was going on. Well, things went awry, and it was after a chemo, and I remember I was bald and breastless at the time. And I dropped. I was in a chair, and the next minute I knew I was lifted out of my body on the ground and hearing code red, people running in. I was aware of everything in the room. I was aware of the doctors running in. I was aware of the nurses. The thing that was most profound was two things: my profound peace, but also awareness at the distress of the human beings around me. And the wonderings that were flowing through me. Why are they so upset? I'm fine. Why is everyone so distressed? I've never experienced so much peace in my life. And I open my fourth book with this story, and I compare it to 10 years before that. I was, at that moment, I was at the top of my spiritual game. 10 years prior to that, my background is in martial arts. I'm a second-degree black belt in Taekwondo, and I found myself in the ring at the Colorado State Championships, facing someone 10 years younger than me. They were on the CU Taekwondo team. And here I was, 10 years older, had practiced 4 hours a day for 4 hours a day, 6 days a week, for a full year to train for this event. So there I was in this ring. The bell goes off, we're sparring back and forth. And the key thing with Taekwondo is you use the negative force that's coming against you. It's not fighting. You're very grounded within. It's mind, body, soul connection. And you're encouraged. My trainer was an 8th degree black belt from Korea. And their influence is very powerful in terms of the grounding experience. But he was on the sidelines giving me my tips on what to do. And so I was just listening to him. Okay, I got this tip, and I was responding. Move here, duck here, use this leg, side kick. So I was listening, then all of a sudden, boom, I was out. She had come around with a hook kick, clocked me in the right side of my head, and bam, I was down on the mat. Again, these are the 2 times that I found myself just knocked out. And as I was laying there, I was hearing the countdown, 10, 9, 8. I was aware of it, and my head was throbbing, but I remember flashing to the thought that I didn't spend 4 hours a day, 6 days a week to go down like this. So what fueled me this time wasn't the soul connected to God that lifted me to the remembrance that I'm always okay. And why are these people so stressed in the room that I'm having heart failure? What fueled me this time to my feet was the thought that there's no way I'm going down like this. So it was anger. And I just remember it just fueled me. At 2, I just popped up and I was just livid. And so I got my New York attitude on. I was raised in New York. So I'm like, all right, man, bring it on. And so I just remember thinking like my face was hot because I was so fueled with anger. Lost all connection to my teacher. Couldn't even hear it. Sounded like Charlie Brown's teacher. I mean, I just wah, wah, wah. I'm like, I got this. And so I remember the bell went off and I was like a spider monkey. I just was all over her, kicking, jumping back, kicked her out of the ring and everything. I ended up winning the silver medal, winning that bout too with her. However, I didn't win. I did not truly win. The second time I went down with the heart failure, that's when I won. That is when I won. That was a choice of where am I moving from as a human being? Where are you moving from? When you walk into this incredible group of women gathering together for a greater good in this world, as each of you stood up and you were sharing, this is what I'm called to do in the world. Look at this. Each one so unique.